Here's my real advice from someone who could give you a whole TED talk on what it's like to marry into a family full of narcissists. Love yourself enough to walk away if your gut's screaming at you. You're hesitant for a reason. Hey everyone, welcome to MoSpeaks. For those of you who know me, you know I go by Mokriteki. But if you're new here, Mokriteki isn't my real name. It's Japanese for purpose, or intention. And I use this name to protect the people involved, since we'll be talking about some pretty sensitive stuff on this channel. Get ready to come with me on a little adventure. I'm visiting Minato Mirai 21, a famous sightseeing and shopping area in Yokohama. I'll be snapping some pictures and sharing some videos with you. You know that saying, trust your gut? Yeah, I learned that one the hard way. A few years back, I wrote this short story called The Serial Bridegroom. The story is discussed on Takeaways with Chad and Kirsten and can be found on Medium. Link is in the description below. I wrote it to explore my own little hesitation on my wedding day. In the story, the bride thinks she's marrying the devil. Me? I thought I was marrying a saint. I was totally in love. But still, there was this tiny knot in my stomach. I told myself, oh, it's just cold feet. Later, I realized that feeling arose from an argument I'd had with my future mother-in-law and stuff my soon-to-be husband said to me in defense of his mother, months before the wedding. We patched things up, but little did I know, that was just the warm-up act for what turned out to be pure hell. So, here's my real advice, from someone who could give you a whole TED talk on what it's like to marry into a family full of narcissists. Love yourself enough to walk away if your gut's screaming at you. You're hesitant for a reason. Don't just brush it off as wedding jitters. Sit with it. Ask yourself why before you walk down that aisle. Trust your gut. Seriously. Do yourself that favor. What's your take? Have you ever ignored a gut feeling and regretted it? Drop it in the comments. In hindsight, the truth was right there. 3 undeniable signs of a narcissist. But denial kept me blind. So, it turns out, I was in an emotionally abusive relationship. And the crazy part? I didn't even realize it was abusive at the time. And it wasn't just my husband. His whole family joined in. Here's what I've learned. If your spouse treats you with respect, everyone else usually follows their lead. So of course his family followed his lead. And I tried. I stayed respectful. I stayed kind. But they just didn't care. Then the narcissism and the gaslighting got so bad. It created these long periods of tension between us. And let me tell you, that's no way to live. In the last year before I left, he started this twisted cat and mouse game of, I know what you did. Number 1, I know what you did. He'd say in the middle of an argument, and I'd be like, what did I do? What are you talking about? Then he'd smirk and go, I don't have to say. You know exactly what you did. And the way he said exactly, with that dripping disdain, would send me into a tailspin. Number 2, he doubled down on his narcissistic behavior. Over and over again. This went on for a year. I even told myself, maybe he's bipolar, maybe it's medical. But y'all, let me tell you, gaslighting and narcissism come in all shapes and sizes. And the more attention you give it, the worse it gets. He became super accusatory, but never actually said what he thought I'd done. Number 3, then it hit me. He was getting a kick out of it. He liked my confusion. He loved the control over my emotions. That's the day I woke up. That's when I finally admitted the truth I'd been avoiding. I was living with a condescending narcissist. The solution? Stop being so accessible. It only fuels them. Move on. Leave the past in the past. Forgive, not for them, but for you. That's the way you take your power back. If your husband feels more like your god than your partner, this one's for you. If your self-worth depends on your husband, you've put him on a pedestal that doesn't belong to him. Here's how to take him down without losing the love. Number 1, reclaim your identity. You're more than just a wife. Tap back into your passions, friendships, and goals that are just yours. Number 2, set emotional boundaries. Your husband isn't your therapist, your cheerleader, and your entire world all at once. Balance the love by finding support and strength outside of him too. Number 3, invest in yourself. Whether it's your career, your health, or just spoiling yourself, fill your own cup first. Because when you stop worshiping him, you start respecting yourself. And guess what? That makes your love stronger, not weaker. Y'all, real talk. Your husband is your partner, not your purpose. At the end of the day, healing isn't about fixing the narcissist, it's about freeing you. You're not crazy, and you're definitely not alone. Protect your peace, trust your gut, and remember, the life you're meant to live begins when you put your peace first. Like and subscribe to Mokuteki Speaks for more.